You're not my friend. Today I'll look into the relationship between unemployment and inflation, aka the Phillips curve. I'll look into how this curve went through an embarrassing period in the 70s where it was totally debunked, and how it made somewhat of a rebound after that, doing some personal development and renaming itself the new Phillips curve. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. What's the Phillips curve? This curve basically says that inflation and unemployment have an inverse relationship. Since when economic growth is strong, unemployment is low, people have more to spend, and this drives inflation up. Whereas when economic growth is weak, unemployment is high, people don't have much to spend, so inflation falls.
So by my calculations, this relationship is statistically insignificant.
Yeah, Tim, you're kind of right, because this theory had a pie thrown in its face in the 70s, because we saw both high inflation and high unemployment, which under the original theory didn't make sense. After the Phillips curve got pwned, the economists had to go back to the blackboard. They rubbed their chins for a good while. Then they had an aha moment. They said, actually, Phillips curve's all right if we only consider it in the short run. They said in the short run, we can trade between unemployment and inflation if we want. So we can have low unemployment if we trade for higher inflation. If this is going over your head, don't worry about it. Let's get our crayons out and draw this up. First, we're going to put inflation on the y-axis and we're going to put unemployment on the x-axis. Next, we're going to draw a banana. This represents the relationship between inflation and unemployment for the short run. Now in this new Phillips curve, in the long run, things change. There is no trade between inflation and unemployment. Our Phillips curve is no longer a banana, but a flag post. No matter what the inflation rate is, unemployment will keep returning to a certain level. This level is called the non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment. Now, when unemployment is at this spot, inflation is stable. Now, what we've seen over the past few decades is this.
Oh, really?
Firstly, the economy can handle lower unemployment without triggering huge inflation in the long run. Secondly, the relationship between inflation and unemployment in the short run is a lot flatter than we thought. So less of a banana shape and more pancake shaped.
I sure do like pancakes better than bananas.
Yeah, so we've been having delicious pancakes over the past decade because we saw low inflation regardless of the unemployment rate. If you've been having trouble sleeping, tossing and turning, figuring out how can you support this channel, well, you can subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much.